Hey there, ladies and gentlemen. KJ Andio is back in the house. This time I have something really cool, folks. I have the new CM800 ultrasonic cleaner from Coil Master. This is a great piece of equipment. It's used for cleaning your RTAs, RDAs, RBAs, RDTAs, metal atomizer parts, screws, O-rings, glass tanks, drip tips, etc., whatever you want, even jewelry too. So this was provided to me free for the purpose of this review from Coilmaster. Thank you guys very much for sending it my way and giving me the opportunity to review it. Really like this thing. I've used it for a couple days now, and I've really cleaned some RDAs that I thought were not really cleanable. They had a stench, like some of them I use coffee with. Not drinking coffee, but vape coffee, and you know how that is. That scent like never goes away. It lingers forever, you know. So yeah, did a great job, and I'm gonna go over this. Actually, I'm gonna do a sample cleaning for you guys. I have another RDA that is like totally gross and it hasn't been cleaned for like, I don't know, 6 or 8 months. I haven't used it since then. I also have a tank that I haven't used for about 3 months. It still has juice in it. So I'm gonna clean those things for you guys and we'll put it to the test. Let's go over some specifications first. Model number is CM800. It runs on regular 100 to 120 volts electricity. Frequency is 40 kilohertz. Ultrasonic power is 35 watts. Tank capacity is 0.6 liters. The tank size within the unit is 155 millimeters long, 95 millimeters in width, and 52 millimeters in height. The overall size of the device itself is going to be 200 millimeters long, 140 millimeters wide, and 125 millimeters tall. The unit weight is 1.18 kilograms. That's about it. That's all the specifications. And what we're going to do is I'm going to take this into the other room where I have a sink handy and whatnot. Yeah, it's my bathroom, right? Anyhow, we're going to go up and close with this thing. I'm going to show you some RDAs that, parts, whatnot, that really need a good cleaning. And we'll put it to the test. So here we go without further ado, right about now. All right, so here's the package that the CM800 comes in. You go ahead and open the box. And inside you're going to have one instruction manual. And it's very detailed. It goes into everything that you need to know, okay? I'm not going to go over the whole manual with you. Just rest assured that if you're not familiar to this type of technology, that everything is explained. Description of all the parts, care and maintenance, common cleaning methods, and I'll go over some of that with you while I'm operating it. So there's the manual, and the other piece. It came with some plastic wrap on it, but I removed that. Otherwise I wouldn't be able to use it. So there you go. There is the CM800 in all of its glory. You open up the lid, and it has an extra, well, first of all, it has a basket in here that you can put your parts in. But it also has this little tray that if you have some smaller parts, you could put them on this tray. I'm not really sure the practicality of that, but, it's there. For whatever reason, it's there. Or maybe you can use it to section off stuff. I don't know. I don't really have a use for it. I just put everything in here, okay? But that's it. Okay, on the front panel, you have an LED that indicates whether it's operating. You have an on button, you have an off button, and you have a reset button. The on button starts the cycle for 180 seconds. Off button terminates the cycle immediately. If it's during the cycle, maybe it's like almost up out of time and you want it to go longer, just press reset. It'll keep going another 180 seconds every time you press the reset button. If it turns off, just pressing the on button will start it up again, okay? So where are those RDAs you were talking about that need cleaning? Well, they're right here. First one, it's kind of a hybrid. It's this guy right here. It's was originally the Zephyr version 1 Buddha, and then I got the top cap from and barrel from a plume veil on there. It's a 26-650 30 millimeter atomizer. Doesn't really have a drip tip. Anyhow, let me see if I can zoom up so you can see how dirty this really is. You see all that? All that gunk and yucky stuff on there? And if I open it up, that's pretty bad, right? Yeah. Let me take the barrel off. Yeah, look at that. Pretty gross, huh? And it smells too. I mean, it's like old e-juice from, I don't even know what flavor it is. It's kind of got a berry flavor, but it's a real strong scent. But it's a nasty scent, like something that's spoiled. Anyhow, I'm going to go ahead and take the coils out of this and remove the cotton as well. And show you what I would do next with this, okay? And here's a look at the barrel. But it's got some dirt on it too, if you can see, especially inside. And this stuff isn't just going to normally just come right off. I mean, it really doesn't want to come off. I'm not even sure if this will clean it, to be honest. This is probably one of the dirtiest ones I had. The other one is the OBS Creus. Since I reviewed it, I have not used it again. It has the same liquid, whatever I used to review it with. It's turned a dark amber color, you could say. So I'm going to go ahead and break this thing apart. And if you could just look at the drip tip on this. Maybe you could see. But it's got all kinds of stainage going on there with the e-liquid that was in it before. See if you can see on this end. Yeah. And same with the top part of the barrel for the plume veil. See that tint going on there? Right there, it's like stained. So I'm going to go ahead and disassemble these things. I'll be right back with you in a moment, and we'll go into operating the device. And by the way, here's the deck from the Creus right here. It's pretty bad too, right? Definitely looks pretty icky. It has like a strawberry milk or something I used on it. I don't know. But yeah, it definitely needs a cleaning. And by the way, I just rinsed out the top portion of that in the sink, and there is still some orange coloration. It might be hard to pick up on the camera, but it's in there. It's definitely in there. Alright, give me one more sec. So let's go ahead and fill this thing up. So there's a fill line right in there. See where it says max? You don't want to go over this line right here. Okay, let's go ahead and fill it up. Regular tap water, that's all she needs, regular tap water. There you go, a little too much. Not enough. There we go, perfect. Okay. Let's go back over here. And it's ready to load up. So you just grab your basket right here. Put your parts in that you want cleaned. And I like to leave my screws a little bit out on my RDAs. Okay? Not all the way out, but a little bit out. I just believe that it gets in the post holes, they get a lot more clean that way. Same with your RTAs. There's a drip tip. There's the other tank that I can never get off, so I'm just going to leave it in there like that. There you go. Drop it in. Shut. Now you could optionally put in like a drop or two of some pretty mild detergent in there. I'm going to try it first without that, and we'll see what happens, okay? And like I said, to start it up, you just press the top button, and you'll notice it's going to start working and making a kind of humming, buzzing sound, okay? That's perfectly normal. Just let it go ahead and do that. There's nothing really to show off while it's going on, so I'm going to go ahead and do this probably about 3 or 4 times in a row, and I'll take everything out and we'll go over the parts and let's see how clean they are, okay? So, be back in a moment. Okay, after running it a couple times, just want to show you how it's coming along. And here is the barrel that was once pretty filthy, right? And it's definitely looking really clean inside. Same with the deck that had that really gross cotton in it. Looking pretty new again, you know, I will say. The top part, okay, there's still gunk there, but I think it'll just wipe off now. Yeah, just totally wipes off. See that? I'm going to run it again, though. And let's see the base of the deck for the crease. Looks pretty good, right? And if you notice, the water in there is not clear anymore. It's actually turning a color. So I'm going to go ahead and run this another time or two. See if I won't get the top cap a little bit more cleaner. But it's already looking great. Everything's looking wonderful. So let's just repeat it again. And I'll be right back with you in a moment or two. Alright, so there we go. That's like 4 cycles done. And it's as clean as it's going to get. Like I said, everything is like really shiny and nice. For the most part, everything is good. The only exception is the top of this. But it will wipe off. In fact, I'll do it right now. Yeah, wiped off for the most part, but this thing was really stained, okay? And this is like worst case scenario. I don't know if you can see, but in the water there is stuff floating around. It's really nasty. It's really gross. See if you can see that. See if you can see that. There's stuff in the water. Floating around in there. The water is definitely like an off color. It's definitely looking a lot better now. If you could see that. Maybe just one more wipe down. But yeah, this thing, before I took the CM800 to it, it was like beyond hope. Yeah, there's some residue that's just, I don't think ever going to come off of this. I let it go out of hand for too long, so. But the inside, though, where it was all stained with that juice, see if I can get up on it a little bit. It's really clear now. Really clean, rather, sorry. There's no more juice stains anywhere in it. Same with the rest of the parts. Really impressed by that. You can tell the water is definitely dirty. And when you're done with this, I recommend rinsing out the basket thoroughly. Also, you need to dump out the tank, so here we go. And what I like to do is rinse it out once. Gently shake it, kind of dump it out. Okay, there you go. Now that it's all rinsed out, you really should keep this thing dry while you're storing it. The instructions tell you to do so. So just go ahead and make sure everything's nice and dry inside. Be careful, don't push really hard against anything in here. It is a little bit fragile. I have something also, something new from Coil Master. They haven't even released it yet, I don't believe. Let me unplug this machine and check this out. So the news is Coil Master is going to be releasing their own pre-made coils. Look at all these varieties they have right here. There's also a spool of Clapton. Whoops. Well, that blew that. Spool of Clapton wire, spool of stainless steel wire. So I'm going to go ahead and use this Clapton wire here and do a build on the deck of the Zephyr, the one that was really dirty. I'm going to put a build in there. We'll get back up top, vape on it, see if I got rid of all the flavor that used to be in there, talk about it some more, tell you what I think, and we'll get out of here. Here we go. Alright, so here we are back up top with the Coil Master CM 800. I think it did a pretty fine job at cleaning all those parts off. I went ahead and made those coils that I showed you. They're 3.5 millimeters in diameter, 8 wraps of this Clapton 26, what is it? Interesting combination, 2630 Clapton. Really cool that Coil Master is going to be releasing these wires. I'm going to be reviewing them separate. I do have a review coming up for them. But it comes in this cool little case. There's the Clapton spool right there. I'm going to do a full in-depth review for you guys. So hang tight on that. It'll be coming up real soon. I got to get some pricing information on these and whatnot. They also have, let's see, let me get the other box for you. So you saw when I was in the bathroom all the different various boxes they have like this. Every one of these boxes has 100 pieces. Like this one is 22 gauge. Resistance is 0.4 ohms. Pretty beefy coils actually. So yeah, I'm looking forward to reviewing these. Hopefully the price point is good. If so, these might be the way to go. Just to have some pre-builts ready, you know. If you want basic coils. Otherwise, the Clapton wire, I'm going to tell you right now, it works really well. Like I said, I installed it in this plume veil. Well, kind of hybrid plume veil and Zephyr. Zephyr Buddha version 1. Yeah, it's definitely a hybrid. This build, it's a lot of wire. I mean, even in this box, it's like 0.6, let's see, 0.73 is the resistance. I have it cranked up to 200 watts. And look, there's still ramp up time. And, you know, I'd like it to be a little bit more aggressive, but I built it that way. I should have done a lower resistance and it'd probably be fine. But let's see how she vapes. See if I got that flavor out of there. Oh yeah, what am I dripping? Today I am dripping, and I can't wait to review this either. It's the Sweetness by Mohawk. Love this juice. I just got it like a day or two ago, and already it's down a bit. And that's with vaping other juices too. Really delicious, like a cinnamon cookie type vape. Here we go. This thing puts out like a monster with those coils. Flavor is just really good. Whatever disgusting flavor was in there before, I certainly can't tell now. I also did a smell check before I installed the coils. It was gone. You know, all foul odors were totally gone. Man, talk about fog machine. It's going to eat my batteries up quick though, I'll tell you that. So yeah, this Coil Master CM 800, like I said, it's $29.99 from coil-master.net. I will put a link to it in the description down below. Totally gets double thumbs up, KJ and O approval, okay? There may be some more aggressive ultrasonic cleaners out there. It's good that this one is pretty gentle. Like all of my parts, and I've washed almost every RDA, whether they're painted or whatnot, nothing's coming off them except the dirt. So that's a good thing to know. I do have to do the cycle a couple times. I wouldn't say that's a bad thing. It's just that some of my RDAs are really, really dirty. So, you know, if you clean your RDAs, you know, in between each use, you drop them in there. One cycle is going to be fine. That's all you're going to need, you know. Mine just happened to be sitting around for months and months with coils and old juice and cotton in them. And yeah, they really needed the attention that I gave it. So yeah, that about sums it up. I hope you guys like this review. I totally recommend this product. Go check it out, all right? And yeah, that's all I got for you today. I have some giveaways that are going to be closing, some new ones that I'm going to be opening, lots more stuff happening. You have no idea. All right, guys. Well, thanks. It is like almost 11 o'clock at night, Sunday night. I was going to work tonight, but work was closed. They were redoing the floor in the bar, so I got to stay home and do another review, which is cool. Get a little bit more caught up. All right, thanks again for watching. Have a stellar day tomorrow. Take care, be excellent to each other, and I will see you on the next video. I am KJ Andy O, your host for the most. Good night for now. Bye-bye.